downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They go play action. Mills swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Mills now. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. A first down throw for Mills. Buying time to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Texans sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mills again. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
First down, Mills. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Mills. Escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge that by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Mills. And he'll find Akins there, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Mills gets the dump off to Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Wilson on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Wilson on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that as it brings up a 3rd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but he stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny. You're talking about a little guy back there. That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come out. And multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Mills. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Second down, Mills. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting and said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And all the way down inside the 15 more there, and they're on the roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here this last few plays. They they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Pierce. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown! Dameon Pierce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get to his safety back. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they'll have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting into shreds.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Down to about the 23. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're still going to be in this booth. His miles away and smiling. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, a 16-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there. He's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove. A big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So the incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Smith to return it, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Mills on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance.
He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On first down, Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Right where this set of game started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. He left that in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A gain of 5. Third and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense got pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action now. Mills sliding out of the pocket. This ball caught by Mechie. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Jalen Petrie with a tight coverage for the breakout. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will have a Titans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Going deep here for Watkins.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now to Mechie on the jet sweep. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Pierce now up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. On second down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. Here's Mills. They'll roll him out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, here's Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop this quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Malik Collins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I wish this staff would as they try to find confidence about this performance by the offense as we move to the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
My vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Another carry for Pierce. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, Anderson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well executed, 22-yard gain. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. To throw, Mills. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On second and 10, Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They go play action now. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
So Houston going to come away here